Hey, how are you doing today? I hope you had an amazing Christmas holiday and that you're gearing up for a great new year. Now, I know that for a lot of people, coaches included, the new year is a time when you start to think about things like your goals. Some people call them New Year's resolutions, some people have 90-day plans, some people have 60-day plans. Whatever your plans are for growing your business in the new year, or for achieving any of your other goals, I wanted to take a moment to share a few tips that'll help you to actually achieve those goals without getting overwhelmed or sidetracked or just leaving yourself disappointed because nothing changed. So, tip number one, break it down into small, manageable steps and be very specific. Don't just say, I'll get more customers or I'll lose weight. That's this big, vague thing that you can't actually put in the calendar or take specific action on. So instead of I'll lose weight, say I'll exercise for half an hour each day at this time and actually put it in your calendar. Or instead of I'll get more customers, here are the specific action steps that I'm going to take to get more customers. Here are the times of day on the weekdays of the week that I'll do it. Like from 1 o'clock to 2 o'clock on Wednesday, I'm going to contact more people on LinkedIn. From 2 o'clock to 3 o'clock on Thursday, I'm going to comment on potential clients' photos on Instagram. Put specific action steps related to your goals in your calendar so you actually know when there's time set aside for them and what you'll be doing during that time. Anytime you have a big goal, whether it's getting more clients, losing weight, putting together a group coaching program, always try and break it down into steps and put those steps in the calendar. Now, another way to help make sure that you reach your goal is to tell people about your goal. You've probably heard the saying, the easiest promises to break are the ones you make to yourself. And I know for me, it's definitely true. But if you tell somebody else, I'm going to do this action on this day at this time, and then have it arranged to check in with them afterward, so that you have to either tell them, yes, I did it, or, oh dear, I broke my promise. You're going to be more motivated to make sure you actually do it. And of course, there's going to be leeway for, emergencies. If your kid breaks an arm or something, of course, you got to attend to that. But at least this will help to motivate you to not let it slide for smaller reasons, or to not give away that time to anyone who demands it just because they demanded it and you treated their desires as being more important than your own goals. And that, of course, is another tip we all need to keep in mind. And I know I can be terribly guilty of this. I've let so many days get eaten up by emails for other people's agendas saying so I had my own. So this is a reminder to me too to focus on your goals and yes, make time for other people, but be judicious about how much of your time you give away and hold your boundaries. When you have an important project that you need to get done, set aside time that other people are not allowed to claim. Unless it's an absolute emergency, they don't get to take this time from you because you've already set it aside to work on your goals and dreams. You and your goals are just as important as whatever they want from you. Now, as I've mentioned a few times, sometimes emergencies do come up, and sometimes you do have to reschedule things. But when this happens, please make sure that you actually reschedule it, not just let it slip through the cracks. Take that thing you had on your calendar and move it to a different date. Even if you couldn't get it done on the day you planned to, reschedule it for a day when you can. That way, it's always going to be on your calendar, that reminder will always be there, and that time will still be set aside. And finally, once you do get the task done, despite all the emergencies, the other demands on your time, and whatever else is standing in your way, celebrate it, even if it seems like a little thing. Even if it's something other people have done all the time and you feel like, oh, it's not that big a deal, people manage this all the time, still celebrate it. Teach yourself that good things happen when you complete these wins. Teach yourself to associate completing these tasks with good feelings of self-congratulations, and don't discount your victories. When you discount your victories, it demotivates you. It teaches you that no matter how hard you work, it's not going to be good enough, and that can really suck the motivation out of you. So celebrate the wins. Treat yourself like you deserve to be happy about what you did. Teach your brain that accomplishing something results in good things. And remind yourself that you're making progress. Keep a diary of your progress if necessary so that you can see right there in black and white how far you've come. So I hope you all found those tips helpful, and as you go into the new year, I hope you'll make the time to actually implement them. To break down your big goals into little steps, to put those steps in the calendar, to tell people when you're going to complete those steps, and to celebrate when you get those steps done. So I hope those tips were helpful, and I'd love to hear what you're working on for the new year. Are you working on getting more clients? Are you putting together a group coaching program? Are you writing a book? Whatever it is, I'd love to hear about it in the comments, so please take a moment to add your goals in the comments below. Thank you, and I look forward to hearing from you. In the meantime, have an amazing new year.